I'll go into YouTube and see when we come up.
Are we live yet, Nate?
Okay, I think we're live now.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for waiting on us just a few moments. We always like to wait for our friend Pam to finish up. She is before us, and we never want to go on top of her time slot. So we appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat and having a good time. I am so thrilled to be back. Boy, it has been a rough couple of weeks. I've just not been feeling well, but I'm back to myself now, and I am full of energy, and we have a lot of bling tonight. So welcome to you, Nate. Glad you could do this with me, and glad all of you guys are here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're feeling better. I know you had a really rough couple of weeks after your trip to your concert. Even the trip up was pretty rough. You had
my gosh.
Katie had a dreadful flight where they were. There was an incident with a person on board who was drunk, and they got sent to another airport, and that's the stuff of nightmares for me.
It was crazy. I mean, the first flight to Atlanta was fine, and then I got to Atlanta and all was well, and they said the flight was delayed, and I'm thinking, oh no. And this is where, I shouldn't have flown up the same day for the concert, right? But I thought, oh, it's just not going to be any problem, and I'll just fly up early. It'll give me plenty of time to get to the hotel and change and go out to dinner with a few friends from the group that I know, and then we'll go to the concert together. And well, none of that happened. So when I found out the flight was delayed, the reason was that the flight was late because a plane was late getting in. And I was like, okay, that's no problem. So they got another plane. We get on the plane. I'm like, cool, everything's great. Then we're waiting for like another hour on the tarmac. And they said, oh yeah, we're waiting for another employee to come and join this flight that's late from another flight. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, that's going to be forever. And the guy didn't even work on the flight. He was just using this flight to catch for another job or another flight. And I thought, can't they just rebook him? But we had to wait. So then we fly, and I'm thinking, cool, I'll still make my concert. I may not be able to, get a lot of time in the hotel, but at least I can drop off my stuff and go. Well, then we hear the captain says, I'm sorry, guys, we're circling. There's a lot of weather in the DC area. Right now, they have closed down the DC airport. Nobody's getting through. We're just going to have to keep circling until they let us. And I'm thinking, okay, summer storms, the rain will pass, all is well. And then I see the flight attendant. And mind you, this whole time that we've been in the air, I've seen out of the corner of my eye, but I was listening to a podcast, so I was semi-oblivious, all of these people just coming up and down the aisles, flight attendants coming by, and I thought there must just be something, but it didn't seem to bother me. And then I stopped the flight attendant who had been kind of hovering by my seat for a while, and I said, do we know any more updates about the weather? And she goes, no, we're dealing with a very serious situation right now. The weather is the least of our concerns. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And she goes, see that guy 2 rows in front of you? Yeah, he's very drunk right now and is trying to open the airplane window and empty the airplane. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we, then everyone's on high panic around me. But of course, they're trying to keep the plane calm. So probably most of the people didn't even know that was a thing. And we land in Raleigh because eventually they had to land. We had no fuel. And then this guy, and they said, well, we're just going to keep everybody here, refuel, and then fly out, not taking the guy that's the issue off the airplane. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just crazy. And then they're like, nope, everybody's got to leave, get all your stuff, go into the airport. Mind you, I'm talking to Nate and Angela and Christy because we have Wi-Fi in the sky, which is pretty cool now. So I was texting you guys. You guys are probably so worried about me. All the stuff happening. So they deplane us, and we're just there. Mind you, when they tell us to deplane, they're not opening the doors. So we're all just standing there trying to get off and do what they're asking, but we can't. In that span of time, the guy that's drunk proceeds to fly and climb over in a very fast manner the airplane seats, weaving through people. Mind you, I have never in my life seen a flight attendant come out of nowhere and tackle a guy until this trip. And she comes right out of the way, everybody move out of the way, tackles the guy. And then they get him, and the air marshal comes and has to interview everybody, and they have to talk to the airlines. That's a whole thing. And so we're sitting in the Raleigh airport, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to miss this concert. Like, this just is not happening. And I am so disappointed because this band, this is their last concert ever for probably forever, but hopefully not. But I didn't know, and they're my favorite band, and little indie band, Sub Radio. Anyway, at this point, all the people in the airport are huddled, or from our flight are huddled in this little gate, and we're not really sure if we should leave or go get food or what. So we're all just kind of standing there. And the lady behind me that I had made friends with, she goes, yeah, I'm missing my birthday dinner right now. My friend flew in from England. And, so we're commiserating about what we're missing and, how this kind of delay messed us up. And all the people around her then starts hearing me talking about the band. So they're all asking me, like, what band was it? Oh, that's really terrible. I just came from the Beyonce concert. I'm glad I got to see Beyonce, but it's terrible for you, and blah, blah, blah. So at this point, like, a good chunk of the airplane knows that I'm missing this concert that means the world to me. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling Nate, like, I don't think I'm going to get to go. And then as I'm talking to you, a bunch of people start standing up because the Delta app updated, and they're like, we're boarding again. And I'm like, I've at this point missed the first show, but they were playing 2 shows in the same night, like all of their sets. So I thought, okay, I can get to maybe the second show because I had tickets to both. And at least that will be my consolation prize. So we get back on the airplane, and it was the coolest thing of humanity, because when we finally did land in DC, I had about 40 minutes to get from the airport to the venue, which luckily was like 20 minutes away. But still, by the time you get off the airplane and do all of that, and it's a whole process. And thankfully, I didn't check any bags, but all the people on the airplane, when we landed, the flight attendant's like, you think you can make it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, go, get up right now. She's like, get your stuff. And then people start clearing for me, and they're like cheering me on, like, go, go. And so then I'm running out of the airplane door, like people stayed seated. I've never had that happen for me. It was very cool. Wow. And then I get off the airplane, and I'm by the baggage claim trying to get an Uber, which that was a whole thing. And the 2 other people from my flight saw me, and they're like, go, you can do it. Make your concert, get to the show. So it was so cool. And then I got there, and there's a Discord group for this band that all of us chat. And there was a line probably 4 city blocks long of people trying to get into the second show because they had to rescan everybody's ticket, and it was a whole thing. And I thought, oh, I'm going to miss everything by the time they get through this line. And right as I'm coming, like, very close to where they were checking people, and there's 2 people that says, hey, you made it. I've been following your thing in the Discord. And so I start talking to them, and I said, I don't want to skip the line. They're like, no, you're chilling with us. And then someone else from the band's Discord had already told the venue that I was coming and I had luggage and I couldn't go by the hotel. So they were alerted. So the guy at the front had a name tag with my name ready to go to put on my suitcase so they could store it in the office so I could enjoy the concert. And I got the last bit of merch they had because they had almost sold out of all of it. I got the last one.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was just so cool. And then my flight got delayed getting home, and that was another thing. But I got to stay another night and hang out with people from the band. So that was all really fun.
Yeah. But we're back. We're back after 2 weeks. Let's say some hellos to people. Who have we got? Carly. Hello and welcome in, Carly.
Welcome in. Yes, I know it has been Angela, but it's good to see you back in the chat. We love Angela, and we are grateful.
Ange and I have been watching a lot of TV together lately. We've been watching America's Ugliest Houses and worst cooks in America.
I love that show.
Yeah, that's been really cool.
What
So
was
Ange, yeah, and Ange is our moderator, and what Ange says goes. And we thank Ange so much for doing everything she does for us.
Nate, what was the worst thing you saw on Worst Cooks? Like from a perspective of someone that likes to cook, was there one thing someone did that you're just going, oh my gosh, I could just like throw something?
There were some weird things like people using knives and not taking the covers off them.
Oh yeah.
But there was one woman who wielded this mandolin in such a way that I felt she was going to cut my fingers off.
Oh,
it was
no.
absolutely terrifying watching this woman use a mandolin. Mandolins are vicious pieces of kitchen equipment at the best of times, but the way she used it, and she was strangely the one person who didn't cut themselves for the entire series. But yeah, interesting program.
Because I've cut myself on a mandolin using the protector, and I'm careful. But those things are just crazy.
I'm on my third, possibly my fourth mandolin, and each of the preceding mandolins have been thrown out in fits of annoyance of having cut myself really badly. I'd cut myself and I'd throw the mandolin away. And I did that several times. I've actually got steel mesh gloves now.
Oh, that's actually very smart, Nate. I might follow in your footsteps on that.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Virginia. So glad you're tuning in with us tonight.
Hi, Virginia. Welcome in. And Karen is here as well. Karen is our other moderator. I just got your message, Karen. So lovely to see you. Welcome in, Lynn.
Hi, welcome. And it was Sub Radio. They're a little indie group from DC. They're pop punk and they're amazing. So if you get a chance, Google them. Let's see. Gavin is tuning in as well. Welcome in, Gavin.
Hey, Gaza buddy. Nice to see you. Linda Tilford as well. Welcome in, Linda.
Welcome in. And we have Larry Hunter here. Welcome in, Larry.
Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Rosemary Jolly. Hi, Rosemary. Nice to see you. And Kim as well. Desert Gal Curios. Welcome in, Kim.
Welcome in, Kim. Renee, welcome to you. Glad you're here.
Hi, Renee. And Nick is here as well. Hey, Nick from Nick's Vintage Next. Nice to see you, bud.
Hi, Nick. So glad to have you in our chat. And let's see, we got Sharon Sue. That's a tongue twister I have to work on a little bit. We do have some pretty sparkly bling tonight. So you guys are in for a real treat.
We're both. I know what I've bought. I haven't actually seen what he has bought. Babs and Bondo, lovely to see you. We missed Tippy Winks Vintage.
Oh, that's Christy. I'm sorry. Hi, Christy.
Christy Nicole Garza, Nicole without an H. Nettie. Hi, Nettie. Nice to see you. And straight from New York is Lisa, letter artist.
Hi, Lisa. Glad to have you in the chat tonight. Monica's here as well.
Hi, Monica. Welcome in. And Heather as well from Maine. Hiya, Heather. Nice to see you. Robin Cormier. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin and Heather. So glad to have you here. And let's see who else. Karen Prairie Stone is in the house tonight. Welcome in, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Lovely to see you. And Delbert's here as well. Hey, Delbert.
Delbert.
Welcome in.
Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you. Greg's here as well. Hey, Greg, buddy.
Hi, Greg. So good to have you in the chat. And Edward, too. What a surprise.
Hi, nice to see you. Oh, that's a cool photo, Edward.
Yeah,
nice
that is a cool photo. And Kathy is here.
Hi, Kathy Neidholt. Welcome in.
Welcome in. Yeah, I know. You would have thought that was the first thing they did, but you know, things are nuts. Let's see. Joe is here. Welcome in, Joe.
Hey, Joe, buddy. Nice to see you. And Deborah Bird. Debbie Bird. Sorry, I called you Deborah. I full named you, and I don't even know you. Sorry, Debbie. Debbie Bird, welcome in.
Welcome in, Debbie.
And Helen is here. Helen, my baby mama. Nice to
Hi,
see you.
Helen. I know my movie moments. Sometimes I feel like I have quite a few of those that happen to me, but it does make for a really good story. So I'm all good for that. Let's
Laurie Olk just dropped in to say thank you. I love my brooch.
Oh, Lori, I'm so glad you got your brooch in the mail. That's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Let's
Rachel.
Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Me too. It's sort of restored my faith, I think, a little bit in humanity as a whole. That people are just good people, and for the most part, they do care about their fellow human, which was kind of cool. Um, let's see. Yes, quite an adventure. I am for this band. Larry, it's funny. I don't know about you, Nate, but I personally have never really I've had lots of bands that I've liked and really been into, but I've never had a band like this where I've just been so almost, I guess you could say, obsessed. But just I think their music is so good, and as a small artist group that does have a fairly good following, but they're nothing like, Green Day or something like that. I just want them to do well, and I think their music is so good the whole world should hear it.
Yeah.
And I just their lyrics or something particularly, they have a lot of songs about, mental health and things in a pop punk way. So they're kind of like making soft pop punk and changing the narrative. And I think a lot of what they do is just amazing. So, and they're great guys because I've met them all through the VIP thing that they have. And I just think, yeah. So I've never had a band like that, but this band is that band for me. Um,
Okay. Kia ora, Phil Imp from South Australia. Nice to see you, Phil Imp.
Hi,
And
Phil.
Dennis is here.
Rachel says there's a lot of terrible houses and ugly houses in
Yeah.
America. It's true. Hi, Dennis. So glad you're in the chat tonight.
Nice to
Um,
see you, Dennis. Where are you, Dennis? You're in Pasadena, I think. Nice to see you, buddy. Susie Allen, nice to see you too.
Hi, Susie Ellen. And Michelle is tuning in. Welcome in from New Jersey.
Hi, Michelle. I wore one of the brooches I purchased from you to my uncle's memorial this week. I received many.
Aw,
Oh, that's lovely.
that's
Oh, that's so
fantastic,
nice.
Michelle.
You
I'm
see,
glad
yeah,
for compliments.
Angie's backing me up. Christy, Nate, and I all threw our hands in the air at that. I tell you, those mandolins are vicious.
They are. Jane Franklin is here. Welcome in, Jane.
Hi, Jane. Nice to see you. Welcome in. El
And
Carver. Hi, El Carver. Nice to see you too.
hi, L. Carver. Sorry I missed your comment. And M. Mike is here. Welcome in.
Hi, I'm Mike Buddy. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
No, that's okay. It's totally all right, Laurie. It's been so hot here. It was 104 the other day, which was, I think, the hottest day on record for that day. Nate, you're still in winter, right?
Yeah, we're past the middle of winter, and today it was noticeably warmer. It was still cold, but it was noticeably warmer this morning, and I felt warmer today than I have in a long time. Um, yeah, we're turning. We're almost there into spring. Into spring. Toby, nice to see you, buddy.
Toby.
Nice to welcome back, buddy. Nice to see you. Craig Butler, nice
Hi,
to see you too,
Fred.
buddy.
Welcome in. Oh, of course. You're welcome, Hannah. We love our hellos around here. I
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
I won't ever not say hello. I think that's so fun, and I like seeing all of you guys. I feel like we have a little family here,
Yeah.
which
That's
I
always
just look forward to.
that's lovely. It's always lovely to see you, Hannah. And thanks, Laurie. The packaging is fantastic. Katie works so hard on the packaging with her mother and grandmother. Hi, April. And Midge is here.
Hi,
Hi,
Min.
Midge. That's my old friend Midge. So nice to see you.
Glad to have you here. Let's see if I missed anyone. I don't think so. I think we're
I
all
think we're
caught up
caught
with
up.
the hellos, which is great. So we can kick off our sale tonight, our little bling party with a giveaway. And tonight it is a special day. Hi, Sonia. Welcome in.
Hi, Sonia. Welcome in. And
Mhm.
yeah, Connie Francis too. I'm in Jack's, Katie, and it's brutal here. You have me
Oh
digging
yes.
records.
Oh, that's so cool. Yes, I've been listening all morning today, actually. Was spent listening to vinyl, and I just got some more Simple Plan records in. And when I was in DC, I went to a really cool record shop called Joint Custody. I've loved them for a while. And every time I visit there, I have to go to the shop, and I bought an entire Beatles collection, someone's entire Beatles catalog. I snuck it back on the airplane as I joke because I can't fit it in a suitcase or a bag because they're records. So I have this kind of secret technique I've done before to cheat the airline, because you can't really bring more than three. You can't bring 3 bags on an airplane. You have to have your regular suitcase, and then your if you have like a purse or backpack or something, they make that as a second item. So I kind of have learned how to get past that, but I had this big stack of records. Trying to get that, through was a challenge, but I did. And then I sat with this giant entire Beatles collection and a sub radio album on my lap the last 2 flights on the way home, but I did it. So that'll be fun to listen to those.
Toby, I'm sorry. I don't remember you saying that you were a woman and not a man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to misgender you. I don't remember seeing that. So let's get into a giveaway. It is open to everybody. You don't need to purchase anything or intend to purchase anything to enter the giveaways. They're open to everybody. They're mystery giveaways. Katie will try and tailor a giveaway to you. It is not letters today. It is numbers.
Yep. We're switching it up. This cannot be rigged, guys.
So I need a number between 10 and 30. Guess as many times as you like. One number at a time. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone. And thank you, Dennis. Yes, we do work really hard on the packaging, and we got some new stamps in the mail. So come Christmas time, we will have some exquisite Christmas packaging. Nate, I haven't shown these to you yet, but I think you're going to really like them when you see them.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find this number.
Yes. And then when we do find it, Nate, if you will send who you think wins so that I can double check.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
I hadn't. Okay, I think I've seen it. I'm going to go back up to the top to make sure it is the first person. Okay, I will send you who it is.
Okay. Yep, that is who I see. Let me just go back up and locate that.
Oh, it was number 17, and the first 17 is Larry Hunter.
Larry Hunter. I'm sorry, Larry, the chat jumped, so I can't highlight your comment, but you were the first 17. So congratulations, you were getting one of our mystery giveaways, which is very, very exciting. Yay! Okay, that is the first one. Larry Hunter. All right, let's go ahead and jump in to some housekeeping, and then we will start our sale. Okay, guys, most of you have been here for a while now, so you are already very familiar with how our sale will work. But just for any of our new friends or people that might be hanging out in the Lurkers Lounge tonight, this is for you guys. If you do claim an item from either Nate or me, please do send the following information to my email. That's katie@katiescreationsone.com. I do need a couple of pieces of information from you. That is your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. All of the items that you are seeing on screen do ship from Florida. So if you purchase any of the items tonight, everything will be automatically combined. And we do give you a great rate through Pirate Ship. If you're here in the United States, it's about $3 to $4 to ship you any of the things that you see tonight. If you're overseas, we are able to ship anywhere in the world that Pirate Ship ships, but do keep in mind that shipping internationally is a little more expensive than our friends in the States. So on average, I think the highest that it's cost me to ship, which was all the way to Belgium, was about $14. So nothing crazy because we do ship relatively small and light items. But just so you can be aware. Also, when bidding on an item, you'll often see yourself first in the chat. So go ahead and take a moment and refresh just to make sure that you are up to date with the feed. Also, with that, make sure you toggle out of top chat. I don't know why that exists on YouTube, but it does not help see all of the chat and causes, I think, some lagging issues. So make sure if you are on a cellular device that you are in all messages. Otherwise, if you're on a computer, switch on over to live chat. And the last thing is we will put in a starting price for all of our items tonight. And you are welcome to bid with the other folks in the chat on the items that you wish to purchase. And when the bid end arrives in the chat, that is the end of the bidding for that particular item. But do keep in mind that all bids are a true bid, and in fact, you can outbid yourself on this sale. We do not do just in case. Okay, I think I have covered everything that could possibly be wanted or needed for this.
Although Dennis has a question. Do you accept FedEx account numbers to ship? I don't know what that actually means myself.
That is a good question, Dennis. I think what you're talking about is that you have an account with FedEx, same like I have an account with Pirate Ship. I don't know how to put that in through Pirate Ship because I use that and I don't ship FedEx. That's the only thing I'm able to do, UPS and USPS. So I don't know that I can accept FedEx numbers, but I will email me about that and I will see what I can do to do some research on that for you, because we try to accommodate everybody, but I'm not certain that that's something I'm able to do. But anyway, thank you always, of course, for asking. And if you guys have any more questions, we're always happy to help. Karen is our other fabulous moderator in the chat tonight. She is a huge help to us. So be on the lookout for her and Angela. We truly appreciate them both. Okay, I think we're ready to get started with a really fabulous brooch. Nate got in some killer things lately, and I have been completely in awe of all the stuff Nate's been bringing for the sale. So you're in for.
We did both want to make a bit of a splash, but this being our first back for a couple of weeks, so we have tried to bring some really lovely pieces.
It's so true. Okay, the first piece, Angela, is starting off at $36. And Nate, it measures 2.5 inches in size.
I think this is a really hi Perry, nice to see you. So this does have a certain amount of vintage wear, but not an excessive amount by any means. I thought this was really unusual. This eye design, I really thought it was interesting. I love the line of the baguettes as well. Those large glass rhinestones, round rhinestones surrounded by all of the other rounds. It's just such a striking design. What do we think of age for this? Late 50s, mid, or do you think we're close into the 60s?
Well, this one had me kind of stumped, Nate, because the puddling to me is very 50s, but the design to me is very 1940s.
40s,
so
yeah.
I'm not 100% certain on age on this, but I can tell you that it would be no older than the 1960s. There's just, to me, no way that it could be.
I'm not sure it comes anywhere close to the 1960s. I really think it is. I don't think it's later than 50s, possibly. Yeah. That looks really good.
Oh, yeah. It does have a deco-y feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. And I love these kind of, I've said this so many times on the sale, but I love these kind of oval-shaped brooches because they work so well on our our little vintage bags. I think that they're fantastic. And I love also that they can be turned this way and put onto a lapel. I just think that's absolutely stunning.
I
And
thought that looked particularly good on the bag, on that black bag. It looked really nice.
of course, I'm wearing kind of a more summery outfit tonight, but if you had a button up shirt, you could totally wear that at the collar. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. The baguettes, Nate, probably are my favorite part of this brooch.
Yeah, it's a very interesting design, very striking design.
Yeah.
We must remember to have a sweep of the black light as well. I'm not sure if we got to that at the end of yesterday. Not that I think that this is going to glow particularly, but
I don't, but you know what? The thing is, you never know. You never know. I'm looking. So you're gonna laugh at me, Nate. I don't have the black light sitting right here. And do you know why that is?
it's in your car. It's
No. My neighbor loves to come over and visit my brooch cabinet and brought some friends from the apartment that I just met. And they went on a closet tour of mine yesterday and they took the black light into the closet to show them my glowing brooches. So they are, my black light is fully in the closet. So
you can go, I can entertain the troops for a short moment.
the black light. But let's count this guy down. I will get this on a postcard, and we will count this down for you guys. I think it's stunning. This is a fun one. This is Greetings from Michigan. Love the little cars going around the bottom, and the deco shaped kind of clouds. So here we go. 15. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends.
Okay, you can go and grab that light. I don't think we've got any takers on this particular. Oh no, we've got someone coming in.
There's a little bit of a lag. Yes, this one is a stunning piece. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. That's a great grab. I think that's a really, really interesting design.
Yeah, I think it's great.
On.
Okay, Michelle. So let me step away for one moment. I hate to do that, but
no, you're all right.
Hold down the floor.
Entertain the troops.
And I will be right back. I'll go get my black light here. I dropped my phone.
Oh, it's a really interesting design, Michelle. Like, you're going to love it when it comes. So yeah, I'll I love a good breakthrough in science. And the last time I had on the spotlight, I said I'll take some notes to the side. And I'm not going to tell you about my most embarrassing moment, but we talked last week about this new blood that was shelf stable and artificial. I saw a really interesting, I hope I haven't told you this already, so I'm sorry if I had, but I saw a really interesting article about new infrared contact lenses that would have been developed, this nanoparticle technology that can see infrared light. And so interesting, extra interesting is that you can see infrared light goes through the eyelids. So you can actually, while wearing these contact lenses, see infrared light, even if your eyes are closed. And I think they're very basic and very early in their production, but I thought that was an absolutely fascinating scientific advance.
That is really interesting, Nate. Thanks for sharing that with everybody.
I read about it and I thought that is just fascinating.
It's amazing what the technology can do. I've been playing around more with AI and what it can come up with, and it is just crazy what it does. It's almost a little bit scary, I think, at times, but it's so useful for us because it's able to summarize a bunch of research, which I think is actually really cool. Like I was at the store the other day, and I'm allergic to a lot of things that you put on your skin, and I've been looking for a new face cream that I'm not allergic to because the one that I had, they changed the formula, and I put it in the AI and I said, tell me, based on these things and my patch testing, what I'm allergic to, and if this would work or this would not work. And it summarized like 4 of the top brands that I should look for and go scan. It's crazy. And then told me why it would work with, just bizarre.
I do find it all a bit scary too, Dennis.
It is. It's a little, at the rate that it can spit out information. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay. I think, you know what? We're just going to start the sale off with a bang. And Nate, I know you've seen this brooch, but you probably didn't know I was bringing it today. But I'm going to bring it because I think it's fantastic. This one is one of my favorites that I've probably ever bought. And I actually have one in my own collection. And I just love these because I think they make, hi, Junk Waffle.
Hey, Junk, nice to see you.
I think they make the biggest impact and the coolest design. And it's a perfect gender neutral brooch. And this one is 5 inches in size. Yes, you heard me.
William Yeager.
5 inches in size.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Hi, William. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to hold this guy up. He is an over-the-shoulder brooch, and he is starting at $38. And it is for this incredible over-the-shoulder panther or leopard. He can be whatever you want him to be. I have one of these, and I wear it, and it's just, I get so many compliments. He is articulated, so all of his joints move. He has green eyes. He is very nice and long, so he'll fit right over your shoulder. He's 5 inches. All of the rhinestones are present. His tail is articulated, and I will hold him up this way so you guys can fully see him in all of his glory, because I'll tell you that he's hard to show, but he just looks fabulous. And there's his little eyes. Look at the detailing on the paws. Now, he's got 2 brooch pins or pin backs that you can attach to yourself when you're wearing him. So he's going to be nice and secure. I wore mine all over Vegas, and he never once shifted or budged. He looked fabulous. So you wear them kind of like this over your shoulder. Let me see if I can get him positioned so you guys can see. But I tell you, this is just not the most fabulous brooch you have ever seen in your life, because I think it totally is. And I love the green eyes. He is just a total vintage stunner, and you will get all kinds of looks at your next party. You could wear it on a hat. I mean, you could really do so much with this because he's articulated. He'll fit even on the top of a handbag. So he's pretty fantastic, if you ask me. And he just curves. I'll hold him this way so you guys can see. See, he just curves like that right over wherever you want him to hang out.
You have a dolphin as well, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What other shoulder brooches do you have?
I just have the dolphin and the panther. I don't have any others, but I do hope to get some more. He also could be a tiger, I guess, if you wanted him to be. But I'm kind of thinking, Nate, what do you think?
Yeah,
leopard?
I'm thinking leopard or panther. Yeah.
So anyway, he is just great, articulated, total good dude brooch. We're seeing so many people now in Hollywood wearing these brooches down the red carpet, and I just think this is total Hollywood glam. Let me show you the back of him. Oh my gosh, I love how he just hangs and drips. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm wearing something from Cartier when I have him on. So he's fantastic.
With the claws, it really makes him look like he's scaling that, Because it's got a lot of movement. Just maybe even the difference with one extra sort of link has added a huge amount of extra movement
Yeah.
to it.
And I love the way they've done the back too, just like you said, Nate, because it really does feel like he's scaling
Yeah,
because his paws are not the same height.
yeah,
And
yeah.
same that way in the front. So yeah, this is just stunning. And if you've been looking for one of these brooches for a while, because I looked for close to a year before I found mine, because online they are just
Yeah,
crazy expensive.
very hard to get. Can you
Yeah.
put it on your hat?
Yes.
Junk Waffle said, can you put it on your hat, please?
Sure. Let me see. You could do it. So if you had a flat brim, this is kind of what I was thinking. Ooh, I
Look.
got it. He's okay. If you had a flat brim, so here, let me show you what I meant by that. If you had a flat brim, and this is a shapeable brim, so you could do that, you could totally put him, see what I mean, like on the corner
Mm.
of your hat. He would be fantastic. Or if you wanted to, like, why not scale him up the side of your hat? There are lots of options with this guy. He is just super fun. So he's gold tone, 5 inches, and just absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to hold him because he is a little harder to show.
Even if it was just one of those pieces that sat in your open jewelry box,
Yeah.
just draped over like that. It's such a cool
Such
piece.
a cool piece. And I'm thinking now, because of this fedora, you could have him kind of like this,
Yeah.
draping off the top. So he's very cool. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on him. Ooh, if I could just get him to where he's slinky, but I promise you, once you get him on, he doesn't budge. He's great to wear and he's super cool, but he is hard to hold because he's articulated. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And boy, isn't he fantastic! I love this guy.
And you just so seldom see these. You really
Yeah.
seldom see these.
I mean, it took me forever to get mine, and I still paid, I think, close to $70, $80 for mine. But fabulous little brooch, and it's not so little.
Rachel gets that one. Hiya, Sally. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sally. Yeah, such a fun piece. Rachel, congratulations. He is fabulous. I can't wait for you to see him in person because he is just so good. Okay, that is coming to you. Awesome. All right, Rachel. Fantastic. All right. Let's see.
I think my next one is the green with the fantastic prongs.
Oh yeah, this one has an insane amount of prongs, and this is why Nate wanted me to get the black light because this one does have a little bit of glow to it, which is really fun. This starts at $46, and it measures 2¼ inches in size, and it is marked made in Austria. So this guy is a very, very special piece.
Yep, it is a little bit more, but this is a beautiful quality Austrian crystal rhinestones. The glow's actually showing quite well.
Good, you can see the glow. That's really good. Yeah, there's a few of these glass stones here that do have a little bit of glow to them. I like the paisley design of this, Nate.
Yeah, it is very pasty, and I love it when the prongs actually become a design element rather than just a mechanism of holding a rhinestone in place. Really high saturation of green on this, and in lovely condition as well. That covers on the back. What do they call that? Sorry, remind me. The gold foil, the foiling
Oh
on the
yes,
back.
the foil's in really good condition. There's
Lovely condition.
very slight wear to one, but overall just amazing. Um, and it has a great working safety clasp. I love the shape of the oval green with the round, and then all of the different varying sizes in this. Yeah, the back is like a work of art by itself, to be quite honest with you. It's stunning.
Oh, it's going to look beautiful on this camel colored.
Yeah. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that
Wow. Wow.
green really, really pops.
And anything with Aurora Borealis. See, that's AB stones. They just have my heart, man. I think they add so much sparkle and dimension to any outfit. I think they are so good.
And it is interesting that they've managed this beautiful sort of paisley swoop with basically how many stones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 15 large stones. It's just beautiful. It's beautifully constructed.
It really is. And I like the brassy finish that you also get on the prongs of these Austrian pieces. This one, this postcard here is from 1911. And it says, "Greetings from your old chum." And this little brooch is going to fit beautifully on the corner. Look at the blues and the greens together. So fantastic. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends.
Don't think we have a taker for that one, which is okay.
And there's the, if I didn't show.
There's the made in Austria there.
Made in Austria right there.
Yep, that's a pass. So we'll bring that back at the end. Or if you're watching on a replay, contact us.
Yes, please do. Okay. Now, up next, I wanted to do a piece of my mom's pottery. She is not in town this week, so I am doing this. That's why she's not in the chat. But I really fell in love with this piece when she brought it over to me. And I think that the brooch she chose to use in this is just fantastic. And it's one of the best brooches, I think, for this when you see it. So this is starting off, Angela, at $35. And it is one of her pieces that she's utilized vintage china in. And I love these jonquils. This is set on Royal Albert china. And then my mom has taken a piece of porcelain, which she has thrown on her pottery wheel and made that sort of the wonderful base for this vintage Austrian brooch, which does glow. And the little birdie does glow. He's an art glass bird. He's got a little bit of glow. And then all of those yellow stones around the outside do glow bright orange, which I think is just absolutely stunning. Here's the maker's mark on the china. On the back, Royal Albert, made in England. It's the daffodil pattern. I'm sorry I said jonquils, but they are daffodils. And my mom kind of envisioned this as a great little dish to put jewelry. This is something that my mom does in her closet, and now I do in my closet. And I think it's really fun to have little things that you can put earrings or what have you in that kind of sit around. So she created this lip. As you can see, I've got some vintage earrings here to go around the outside so that you can put all of your vintage jewelry, little brooches, things that you want on display on your dressing table, which I think is just her idea.
Amy. Hi, Amy Wilcox. Nice to see you.
Hi, Amy. Good to have you in the chat. This is a stunning, stunning brooch. I just kind of want to circle back around to that because I love when my mom is able to incorporate her pottery with vintage elements. And this is a true vintage brooch with some just lovely design to it. And then that bird, they just, all the colors match each other so well. And then this piece here is thrown out of her porcelain clay and fired into her kiln. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this beautiful little bird, my mom's homemade creation, coming to you. And all of these will be packaged up beautifully in a special box and a note from the artist. So we'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. And I gotta say, yellow is one of my favorite colors because it's just so cheery and bright and happy.
It is. It's such a happy color.
All right, we're gonna see who grabbed this piece of pottery. And I see that soul. And I think, Nate, that is going to Carly, isn't it?
It is going to Carly. Congratulations. Angela is talking about Russian lacquer. Yeah, we do have. I've got a couple of pieces of Russian lacquer in today's sale, a lot, with a beautiful box and brooch.
That is very exciting. Carly, congrats. Yay. Yeah, I was just going to say, Carly, I think you are the person that finally got a piece of my mom's pottery, which is just wonderful because I know you had mentioned that last sale. So I'm so thrilled for you. I'm glad that you're able to get that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this one is just gorgeous. Hi, Trina. Welcome in.
Hi, Trina Hansen. Nice to see you.
Okay, this next piece is starting off at $38, and it is 1.5 inches in size. And this is such a great color, Nate.
This is another one that we both feel is early.
Yes, I think that this is 40s.
We both feel that this is easily 1940s. Really, really interesting design. This color blue, this blue lagoon, very much like a Paris tourmaline color, but it's this deco inspired design as well. Really, now this does have vintage wear. There is definite vintage, gentle vintage wear, but it has a lot of life left in it. It really is showing beautifully on camera. It is the
color is
blue is amazing,
beautifully. Look
Hi,
at
Gemini Mimi. Hi, Gemini.
Hi, Green-eyed Mimi. This I really love because look at the way they've utilized that teardrop stone to make it all the way to the bottom. I mean, it just really brings your eye to this concentric point, which I love. And then the giant emerald cut stones up at the top. And of course, the cherry on the cake for me, or at the top of the ice cream, is these graduating marquee stones because I'm in love with marquees. I think they are so good. So this is a wonderful brooch. And you could turn this, Nate, totally into a pendant with the way that the pin back is. I think it would make a really cool pendant.
Hey, Jeffrey, buddy. Nice to see you.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Nice to see you, man. And Truly Vintage Alien, welcome in, bud. It's nice to see you too.
Welcome in, Truly Vintage. Okay, let's get
I just do not see this color. I don't see this color in costume jewelry. I can't remember when I last did, if I have. It's such a striking lagoon blue.
It is. And you know, that's the thing, is we see a lot of blue, but you just don't often see this kind of aqua-y, teal-y blue at all in jewelry. And I'm assuming that it probably just was a little bit harder to make but I think that this is a stunning piece. It has that V, which I really think is just fantastic at the collar or on a piece like this. You can even invert this if you wanted to. Let me see if I can get it to work. But I was thinking, Nate, because of the curvature of the point at the bottom, it would almost be really cool if you turn this brooch upside down. Yes, and wore it this way.
Oh, that looks lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that work out just so well?
I think we might need to get a new white purse. I feel that she is.
This one is getting worn. That is, with white, as white does. This
Yeah.
one is definitely seen some things, but it is very hard for me to get rid of any of our bags because they've been with us so long.
I think Katie has kept every prop that we have ever
Yeah.
shown a piece of jewelry on in the last 3 years. She's kept it. If it got a name, it's staying.
I know. And I got a robot vacuum for Prime Day, and I have named him Kevin. And it really runs deep with me, Nate, I think. Okay, let's start the countdown on this. Look at this on this postcard. The colors are fantastic. Love all the aqua cars in the bottom. They really match this brooch well. And you can totally get, it's almost very similar color. See, that works on a hat really well at a little jaunty angle. Hi, Bug. Welcome in.
It does have a real Art Deco influence to it. I get that Egyptian vibe too.
So we'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Yes, it kind of does look like a burst or a sun ray, which was very big with the deco. Oh, I love that brooch so much. It's gorgeous.
I don't know if we've got any takers for that one either. No, there's the stop, the pass. So again, if you come back in a little later, we'll show them at the end.
Yes, we will. So if you're still thinking about some things, we will bring that guy back. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do this one. This is a fun and gorgeous brooch. And this one is actually signed something, which is always fun when we get one of these. And I was doing some research on this piece when I got it in because I was thinking that it's a maker I'd never seen or heard of. And it is. It's Continental, which was made in Canada. And I actually have a jewelry friend in Canada. And I was talking to him about it, and he kind of educated me on things, which is awesome. So I'm going to read to you what he sent me about this brooch, and I'll show it to you. This is incredible. It is starting off at $45. And it is just every bit as fantastic as $45. Wow. It is probably worth a lot more, being that this was akin to like an Eisenberg or a Weiss type company in Canada. It has these square rhinestones that go around with these red ABs and these beautiful teardrops and this huge glass dome cabochon in the middle. This one is insane. So Continental was made in Canada in 1943. They were a major high-end costume jewelry company known for its rhinestones, and later they made a fashion jewelry line. So they expanded, and by 1981, I do believe that they closed. So they were not around a super long time. There's the Continental name right on the back.
Look at how that's constructed.
Oh, I know. Isn't it fascinating? Yeah.
Wow.
Gavin, this is exactly. It's a total looker.
Yeah.
I think all the different shapes and designs and dimension happening here is what really is going for this brooch. And you've got this little flower. It's like there's so much happening here, but you've got this little flower up at the top. Let me see if I can get that to
I can
focus,
see it.
with
Yeah.
OB stones, and then you've got these beautiful pink squares around the outside, and then
Yeah.
this kind of florally spray sunburst ray. I mean, it's just, guys,
Well,
this.
not all of the red stones are red AB, are there? There are red AB stones, but there are also just red stones. Are some of those
I think they're all AB.
are they all? It's just the way it's hitting the light. Look at those princess cuts. Those square cuts are princess cuts because they've got the corner.
And that mermaid sort of glass water cabochon is just amazing. Rosemary, that is a great question. This is 2 inches in size, so it is actually a pretty good size. It's gold tone, and of course it looks fabulous with blue. There's a little bit of that paparazzi effect happening there, and you can see it on my hat. I really like that blue and pink combination together. We will get this on a bag so you can kind of see how that would look. Oh, this is gorgeous on this bag. Oh my gosh. The shape, everything works.
Glass cabochon open to the back or closed to the back? It's closed to the back.
It's closed. Yeah, see how they.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, this one is insane. Totally insane. And I think everything about it's stunning. So we will get this on one of our vintage postcards, and I will count her down. Let's see which one would be a good fit. Oh, I think I just found the perfect postcard for this. So let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll do this one. All right. This postcard is a birthday.
Hey, Nikki Mars.
Nice. This is a Valentine's Day postcard, probably from like 1911. And we'll get this Continental brooch from Canada. They are a very nice high-end jewelry manufacturer. They were akin to like your Weiss, your Eisenberg, that kind of thing. And I just think they're stunning. So we'll start the countdown on this brooch at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid ends, guys. Oh my gosh, this is stunning.
The bid is at 45. That's the 45. That's the starting bid, April.
Yeah. Man, I love the stones in this. It's just killer. Killer.
It's sold. Hi, Noel. Nice to see you.
Hi, Noel. It's good to have you in our chat. And let's see, there is Angela sold. So I think that is going to Noel. Congratulations, Noel.
Yeah,
you got yourself some Canadian jewelry.
Yeah, that's such a love. That's such an interesting piece.
Yeah, it really is. And thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that. We have some other great pieces as well that you'll enjoy. Okay, let's see. Noel Padilla gets that one. Okay. Oh my, Nate, it is time for this. This is a looker. This one right here, to quote some of you guys in the chat, this one's insane. It is almost 4 inches, so it's 3¼ inches. And this is starting off, Angela, at $52.
This is a big statement piece. This is the color of the piece. It's not a discoloration. It's not yellowing. And this is this sort of beautiful. It's like a gray spinel, this color. It's really
like smoky gray.
Yeah, to that smoky quartz color. This is such a sophisticated colorway in a brooch, and it's akin, for me, it's akin to a sort of a black brooch. You know, everyone should have a black brooch. This is that almost sort of somberish, chic, understated, at the same time very blingy and overstated. I Google lensed this, and so many similar pieces came up, but none of them had an emerald cut stone in the center of these petals. Every other design had a marquee or a pear shaped, but this used these emerald cuts, which I think is, and the baguettes down the stem of the flower as well.
Incredible.
Just beautifully made, and the back is just simply stunning. I mean, the condition and quality.
Oh, I agree, Dennis. This is a total gasp.
Wow.
I mean, look at the impact of this guy.
Wow.
Betty is looking stunning. Oh, I love it. And as Nate pointed out, those baguettes, that's probably my favorite part, but the dimensionality is there.
Yeah, it's a very high standing piece. That must be a good inch, just an inch and a bit.
Yeah. Totally. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, this is a heavier piece, so I am just going to leave this on Betty, and we will start the countdown here, folks.
Did we run a black light over this one? Did we?
Yeah. Nothing glows on this one, but again, you never know, so you have to test everything. And I did test the pink brooch, and nothing on it had a glow. All right, let's start the countdown here, guys. This is fantastic. Worth every bit, if not more, of 52. My mom was in an antique mall this morning. She FaceTimed me from Denver. She's always scouring for me whenever she can. And she said, "Oh, look at these brooches." And I asked what the price was, and they were $120 each. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom, that's a little out of pocket for me." But that would be akin to what this brooch was akin to what I was seeing this morning. So
I get, if I was in an antique place and this had $120, $150 price tag on it, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this fabulous one at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Okay. I don't think any takers on that one either. Okay.
We have someone here.
Oh, no, Dennis is in.
Dennis, this is a great brooch. And I was thinking, because it's kind of leaf shaped, you can also wear it in fall. You know, I think it can work for multiple seasons. But Dennis, this is a killer brooch. You're going to love
fantastic. Thanks, Dennis, man. You're going to love that when it arrives. It looks amazing in person.
Yes, it does. Go, Dennis. We love Team Dennis around here. All right. Excellent, Dennis. Yay. I was going to take a sip of water.
So, what have we got next?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this one. Okay. So this is a stunning, stunning, stunning brooch that I have had a while because I have an affinity for Rivoli stones. I can't help it. I just love them. I think they are magic. And this one I am passing along because I can't keep every Rivoli stone that comes into my life. And I thought, this is just such a pretty brooch that you guys are going to love it, and you need it in your life as well. So this one is starting off at $32 in the chat, and it is 2 inches in size, and it is just spectacular. It has a square rivet with these gorgeous Rivoli
Wow.
stones, flowers, and delicate little marquees, and fuchsia pink. When do you see fuchsia pink stones? I find that to be a little bit harder than your average pink. I don't know who made this, but I can tell you they use Austrian stones because you can just see the color saturation in this is insane.
And those metal pieces for the petals.
Oh,
What a
yes.
clever design.
Very, very clever. They look like little sunflowers or sun rays. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So let's get this on one of our purses so that you can see what it will look like. And I was thinking that this would be a really great fall brooch, but you can wear it, of course, in summer. But because they kind of look like sunflowers, I just thought, oh, that's perfect upcoming fall season. But again, summery as well because you have the gold bursts and the bright colors and the pinks as well in that, which I think is just stunning. So I really like this and I love Rivolis because
Oh, that's so pretty.
there's so much magic in them. The way that they're faceted allows all this kind of light to be picked up. It almost reminds me of a back of a CD where you
Yeah.
get that kind of,
Laser.
multicolored
Yeah.
laser rainbow shine effect.
Oh, it's just so
Everything
nice. The
that's
Rivoli's having the same green as the marquees, with a tinge of the pink, and the Rivoli backed up by the fuchsia pink of the little rounds. It is really clever design.
It truly is. We'll get this on one of our best wishes postcard with a wax seal, of course, because we have to. And we're going to go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, just incredible. Straight out of the 50s or 60s, this brooch, no doubt. All
Beautiful.
right.
Oh, that's such a great pickup.
Sold.
Stunning piece.
That is stunning. Hannah, congratulations. I think you are going to love that. Thank you, Karen. We really wanted to bring some killer pieces on our first sale back. Okay, let's see here.
Thanks, Karen.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Larry, buddy. You just missed out on that one. Hopefully
I'm
you'll find
sorry,
something.
Larry. We do have some other fantastic pieces as well that are green that I think you'll like. Um, oh, this one glows, Nate. I knew it would. This next piece is starting off at $48, and it is 3 inches in size, and it is just wowzas.
This is the Victorian
Yeah.
sash brooch. As I've said before, we both said these are getting so hard to come by. And I'm starting this at basically around what I paid for it. It's actually the glow is really good. The glow is really good.
I'm glad it's showing up because even the stones around the
Side
outside
stones.
glow as well.
And look at the length of that pin back is pointing out.
Oh, yeah.
Out of that beautiful C class, there is that ever so slight bit of discoloration with verdigris around the back. But all in all, this is actually held up in incredible shape. Someone's obviously really loved this and looked after it.
They have, and I like the unusual shaped stone in the center. We often show these and they've got oval shaped stones or, a round stone, but you never see this really interesting, almost hexagonal cut,
Yeah.
which I'm sure it has a more fancy name Nate would know, but I love that.
I'm sure it's probably called an hexagonal cut. It is,
And then
yeah.
the burst, the kind of like sun ray
Yeah.
design is amazing. I didn't wear the right shirt to demonstrate this tonight, but of course, I love these at a collar. I think they are the most classy things at a
Hi,
collar.
Lynn Fogel.
Hi,
Hi, Lynn.
Lynn. Welcome in. Look at that on my hat. I mean, that's just fantastic on a hat, to be honest. I was talking with my neighbors this afternoon, and we found that there's a new place that's opened up here in town that does line dancing. And I'm not coordinated or can't dance, but I can certainly get dressed up in country attire and go have fun at a line dancing place. So we were talking about doing that. And then I kind of thought, I've got these sash brooches, and yes, they're Victorian, but how kind of country would they look at the collar with a jean jacket and a pair of boots? So I think you could really style these up in a fun way that doesn't have to necessarily be Victorian, but it can be if that's your vibe as well, because obviously that's the period in which it's from.
Wow. Hi, Mel. If I haven't said hello to you tonight. Yeah, I'm just not finding these anymore. And I thought this was a good example and quite an unusual one at that.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. I'll show it to you that way. I'm looking kind of for the right postcard. It's just so hard. I do have some Victorian style postcards, but I don't have as many as I would like. So I don't know. Let's do this one. This one is so sweet. It says, "With sincerest love." And this postcard, I think, is it's from New York, but it is embossed, and I think it's fantastic. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this guy. There's the postcard.
It would actually, you're right, Joe. It would look really good, like on a pocket of a blazer.
Yes.
As a dude brooch. I like the look of that.
It totally would. Now, I don't have a pocket on this blazer, but I think it would be great for that. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. I just love the filigree work on these pieces. They're stunning.
Yeah, and really beautifully made. But again, I'm not sure if we've got any takers on this one, which is fine. We will do a recap at the end. Oh, no. The lag is real. The lag is real.
Yeah, it's really rough tonight. Noelle, congratulations.
Thank you, Noelle. That's a great buy, Noelle. I mean, I'm seeing them selling often at around the $75 mark. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Noelle. That is headed your way. You're going to love that when you get it in person. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, should I do? Well, let's do this one. Okay. This is a special piece. This one I am having to start a little higher because it is just gorgeous. And I do believe that this is a Juliana piece. I have not 100% sure because there's a brooch in the Juliana book that is the same brooch, but this is a different colorway. So I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to claim that it is, but I do want to tell you that I did find something almost exactly like it in the book. So this is starting off at $48, and that is a great deal for Juliana and all of these really incredible rhinestone pieces. So this is almost 3 inches in size. Actually, I think it is right at the 3-inch mark. Yes. And I am going to just hit it with the black light because it does glow. The amber stones in this glow a orange color, and it is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nate, I know. I'm sorry if you're jealous of this.
Wow.
It's just wow. Look at all the tiny prongs on this. Again, this is where the prongs have really come into the design as part of it and become a main focal point. You've got your ambers, this really, really interesting shade of green. I'm glad that it's showing up because it's not quite olive green. It's not forest green, but it's not blue either. So it's sort of this beautiful blue green. And then you have these just golden sun yellow stones going around the outside here with the root beer amber, and then all
Yeah.
of these fantastic AB stones in the middle. And then
That
on
is such a beautiful autumn brooch. It's like an autumn snowflake. Like leaves.
yeah,
It's so pretty. So
it
which
is.
are the stones that actually glow? Oh wow,
Yeah,
the
see around
bright,
the outside.
yeah.
Yeah, they glow a bright orange under black light, which I think with the light that I have, it just doesn't show up. So this one is incredible to me. And I did find one with a very similar colorway to this in the Juliana book, as I mentioned. The only difference was the green stones. They were a blue. So I do think that this is Juliana though, because the quality is just absolutely there. And Juliana, if you don't know about Juliana, they never signed their pieces. They sold everything that they did in a department store with a paper tag, which of course those got taken off over time. So the only way to really truly identify Juliana is to then look in the book. Oh my gosh, I think that this is stunning. This could
That's
be on your Christmas tree too, to be honest,
oh,
because
that would make a
oh,
beautiful decoration for a tree.
oh, it would totally. It's just spectacularly gorgeous. And the dimensionality, I know I use that word a lot, but some brooches just have that like wow factor. They just pop right off of the item of clothing or the thing that you put it on. It really is
Where
just.
did you find this? Where did you find this?
So I got this in an antique mall when I was with Vinny, and it was a lady that was selling a whole collection of jewelry, and I bought this, and I did pay up quite heavily for this, but I knew that it was just so absolutely incredible that I had to bring it, and I love those green stones. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. And I think let's do this one because I think it's gorgeous. This is a best wishes postcard, and it has two little guys riding in a little cart with four-leaf clovers. So we'll put that on here. Just stunning. And we will go ahead and start the countdown. Actually, if I had a Thanksgiving postcard, which I do somewhere here, that would be perfect for it as well. But we'll go ahead here and start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
That card looks unusual to me because they look like the faces of 20-year-olds on the bodies of 5-year-olds.
yeah, they do, Nate. I'm just noticing that.
That's really a little bit spooky.
Some of these postcards just look kind of wacky. I am running out of adjectives too, Dennis. Totally.
I,
Okay.
that goes to Rosemary. Congratulations, Rosemary.
Rosemary, you are just going to love that when you get it in person. It is absolutely amazing.
I
So
think it's time for a giveaway.
I think it is time for a giveaway. Okay. Let's see. Rosemary. Let's do that there. Okay. So Nate, can you let everybody know how they can win the giveaway?
Absolutely. Mate, I get freaked out on those. It's like men. I know it's so strange. Okay, excuse me. Giveaway time. It's numbers. I'll give you the number stretch. You don't have to have purchased anything to enter into the giveaway. Guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. The number range is between 30 and 60. It could include 30. It could include 60. It could be one of those two numbers. Good luck. Okay.
All right, I'm looking for the number.
Okay, let's have a look. Between 30 and 60. Okay, I have not seen it yet. Have you?
No, I have not seen the letter, and I've been looking. Let's see here. I'm double checking with my phone because I'm a little bit afraid of the chat jumping on me, but let me see here if I
we're getting close. Okay. Finally, I've got it. I have got it. I will message you who the winner is. You might not be able to find it. There's so many numbers.
Yeah, and my problem is StreamYard keeps jumping.
Yeah.
So I always like to highlight it if possible, but it right now it's like glitching out. It keeps going down.
No, I've definitely found it, and it's definitely the first iteration. The number was 49, and that goes to Carly.
Carly, congratulations.
49.
Carly, that is yours. You will win one of our fantastic mystery giveaways. And that's always fun. So we're glad you're playing along. Congrats, Carly. And stick around because we have one other giveaway towards the end of our sale tonight. Okay. Let's see what's up next. Oh, yes.
I think it is the Russian lacquer lot.
Okay. Now, Nate started a Russian lacquer revolution here on our channel, which I am so thrilled about because I think Russian lacquer is gorgeous. So I will measure the brooch, and this is a little pair that you'll be getting. Nate's paired this up so well. And this is starting off at $42. The brooch measures 2 inches in size, and the box you'll be getting with it measures 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4.
Right. So I usually was starting the pairs of brooches at about 32, which made them $16 a piece. This is a beautiful brooch. And I figured that 25 for the box would be fair to go along with it. I love the Russian lacquer brooches, and I love the boxes. I've managed to get a few. I did buy some and they got lost in transit, unfortunately. I love Russian lacquer. I absolutely adore it. The box, I've done some research on the box because the vast majority of them are based on Russian fairy tales. And at first, I thought this was a fairy tale called Vasilisa the Beautiful. And throughout this fairy tale, in the dawn, she rode a white horse. During the day, a red horse, and at night, a black horse. And I thought this could be Vasilisa the Beautiful, but I actually believe the fairy tale is called The Little Humpback Horse. And it is this strange fairy tale where the character is called, I think it's Ivan the Fool is the character, and he basically inherits his father's magic horse, which is called a Sivko Burko. And he wins the heart of the Tsar's daughter by riding this horse and jumping and reaching a portrait and bringing this portrait off the wall. This is beautifully hand painted. just stunning. Now, if you are getting interested in Russian lacquer, I will talk to you about one little pitfall that you might fall into if you're going to be collecting. When you see this is obviously hand painted. Sometimes there will be a distinct color border around a piece almost to the edge. This is usually on big boxes. And then you'll have the black lacquer around the edges. Those are prints. They are actually prints that have been glued down and then lacquered over. If you get a magnifying glass, and you can see the pixels there, but do be wary of large Russian lacquer boxes when there is a large, exceptionally well painted image inside that has this border on it. So yeah, this is the little humpbacked horse,
That
and
is
there's
a
a
great fairy
ballet.
tale.
It was such a well-loved fairy tale that it became a ballet.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible, Nate. I love these little boxes. I think Nate and I have talked about this actually a lot because I've told Nate how much I love just any box, but Russian lacquer in particular is beautiful. But I think there's something with collectors and boxes where we know that we can then put something else inside. And so I love little boxes, and I know a lot of collectors love them. And I think having the story to go with it, and then the detail work on these Russian pieces are amazing. I don't know how they have the steadiness of hand to paint all these details, but if you've ever watched videos of people from other countries painting or doing fine work like this, they paint it so quickly, in stroke, that you're thinking, oh my gosh, how do they not mess up? And they have all the confidence in the world because they're very good at it. So
I
these are
think they're like the
incredible.
toll artist, Toole, where they would actually like they're painting that flower, and in one brush stroke they take multiple colors onto their paintbrush and then draw the entire petal in one go, even if it's multicolored. I think that's the techniques that they get to when they're.
Yeah, I think so. The colors, I think, of this brooch match this box beautifully well. So I figured that we both figured, and Nate did a great job pairing these together, thought that they would make a great little instant collection. Um, was an estimate year given? Is it choice? No, Suzette Bunting, you're getting the pair for one money. And
And as far as years go, I would imagine these would be 80s, 90s pieces. That sort of vintage time frame.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, really great deal on these because if you guys have spent any time looking up Russian lacquer, that some of them are just so expensive. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
Oh, did
9,
you see it? Was there a date on one of them that was
7,
97?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
I think someone saw a date on there.
It does appear to say 97, but then I
Yeah,
don't know what the 2 is.
I'm not sure, but I would be not surprised at it being 1997. I really think it's that vintage. I know friends don't tell friends that 1980s is vintage, Suzette. Get it.
That's
I
true.
so get it.
It's true.
And I did think at one stage that it was only the really finely painted pieces that had the gold signature. But then I came across beautifully finely painted pieces without signatures, and I found pieces where I felt that the painting was not particularly fantastic, and they did have signatures. So I don't think that's a great um, uh, reader of whether it's a good piece.
Yeah, that's so true, Nate. Well, it looks like Heidi is
Heidi.
getting brought. Congratulations, Heidi. Okay.
Fantastic. And thanks to everyone who was bidding on that as well. Rachel, too. I do have some more lots coming. The boxes are beautiful. The brooches are beautiful. And I'm glad people are enjoying them too. I just love Russian lacquer.
I love that too. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, we're switching it up a little bit. I have a set for you here with a bracelet and a beautiful pair of earrings that go together. And I am so excited about this set because I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. Reminds me of something that my grandma would have worn in the 1960s. And this is starting off at...
I forgot, you are Russian, aren't you? Truly vintage alien. And
Ooh,
an R,
cool.
it's a year. It's for the year, that little R afterwards.
Oh, for the year, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That's
Thanks.
so good to know. Thank you, Truly Alien. I appreciate it. Okay, so this set here is starting off at $35, and it is for a gorgeous pair of earrings and this amazing brushed gold vintage bracelet.
Oh, you showed me this.
I know Nate loves this. Look
Oh,
how beautiful this is. It is absolutely incredible. It's sort of like a cuff bracelet, but it does open by hinge. You've got the all glass stone with, I don't know what kind of cut, Nate, that is, but it almost looks checkerboard.
yeah, that's a fancy checkerboard octagon cut or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, but I love how the bangle is, it's sort of hidden in a way because you would never expect that it would open that
Yeah,
way, and
would,
that
but it does.
the stone is actually being held completely on those prongs on one side. That's genius design.
It is, and I love the brush gold, and the texture of that to me is very brutalist in nature, which I love. And then you get these earrings as well with these beautiful hexagonal glass stones. Now, I know that a lot of you guys don't probably wear clips anymore, but there's lots of uses for the clip-on earrings. So with the bracelet, it's a great way to turn this in. If you have a flat ring, you could turn this into a nice little cocktail piece to go with your bracelet. And the bracelet is very comfortable. I probably wouldn't do it with this ring, but just so you get an idea, you could create a little cocktail ring.
Night, Lynn. Nice to see you, Lynn.
With this beautiful bracelet. I don't really know how to measure the size, but since it does have a hinge here, I would think that it would fit kind of multiple sizes. I'm about a 7.5, and it fits me just beautifully. So I love the green color. I'm thinking ahead, of course, for Christmas, it's really nice to have some of these staple pieces in your wardrobe. And I love this set. Now, this is not signed, so I'm not 100% sure who actually manufactured this, but I think that the gold and the brushed gold with the little swirls is just gorgeous. And then this bracelet is just everything.
It's amazing. Oh, Rachel, so the Russian lacquer is quite expensive in Alaska?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate it.
I love that story. Dude, I love that story. And it was animated as well, and I caught some of the animation, Ivan the Fool. It's a really nice story. Oh, wow. When you hold it in a certain way, wow.
Oh, no. Look at that. Isn't that stunning?
It doesn't glow, does it?
No, this one doesn't glow, but it's all glass. It's just, crazy. So you're going to get the pair for one money for $35 because obviously it's a set. They go together. Not signed, but definitely I would say 1960s. with that brushed gold, and that look is just everything.
Night, Heather. Lovely to see you.
Night, Heather. All right, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 15, 14, 13, 12.
That's the facets, Heidi. It's been faceted that way. So rather than having a flat table on the top where most stones would have a flat table, they've left it domed and then given it this checkerboard faceting, which helps with the refraction of light through the stone. Very interesting cut.
And this is faceted as well, these earrings. Let's see, I think 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yes, gorgeous.
Suzette, I'm sorry that you've got COVID and you're feeling so sick. I hope you feel better soon.
I am so sorry, but I think this bracelet set is just absolutely gorgeous. Incredible. Really, really cool design. And I love a big statement bracelet, to be honest. It's like,
I think Noelle's got that. That's a bargain too. Congratulations,
yeah.
Noelle.
Grab Noelle. That's a really good set. You're going to adore that when you get it in person. I remember unboxing this with Nate when I brought it home from someplace I had got it from. I think this came from a lot at an estate sale, but I'm not 100% certain. But I was unboxing everything and showing Nate, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, that bracelet!" We were both like,
insane.
Yeah,
insane.
Okay, let's see here. Noelle is getting that one. Fantastic. Okay. Now, oh, yes, the red.
Well, I hope you get better soon, Suzette.
I hope you get better, Suzette.
So long just sucks. It's just awful.
Okay, this one is 2 inches in size, and it does have a little bit of vintage wear, as we would expect with these pieces, but the color is just everything in the design. This is starting off at $48 in the chat, and it does not glow, but oh my gosh, it almost glows on its own because of the color.
This is wild color saturation, and we always know that the red is much more difficult, more expensive to make. And even though it does have a little bit of vintage wear around the clear stones, it is really, I think, quite minor considering how beautiful the piece is.
Yeah.
Sorry if we tempted you that much. I think Dennis was gonna just watch here and learn, but we've.
I was gonna watch and just like that on Max, but I am dedicated to you. Thank you, Dennis. Yes, I am watching that series as well. You have to tell me, Dennis, what you think. I am definitely team Aiden because I like Aiden. I've always liked Aiden, but I know a lot of people don't like him, so that's an unpopular opinion. Anyway, back to our stunning brooch.
And did we find any glow with this one?
This one does not glow, which is just shocking because you would think something on this much must glow, but it really looks very Hollywood to me.
It could be a great sort of a Halloween vampish sort of a brooch.
Oh yeah, totally. You could wear it if you have a vampire outfit, like at the collar. I'm not sure what lady vampires wear, but I guess they could wear anything, and this could be one of the things. It would be perfect.
I like Aiden, but the downstairs guy is moving in on Carrie. I don't know this show.
Nate, have you seen Sex and the City?
No. I know of it, obviously, but I've not watched it.
So this is the reboot of it. It's called And Just Like That. So that's what we're talking about.
Right.
I don't think it would be your bag because it's a lot of romance stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Give me some
Yeah.
space and some lasers, and I'm much
Sp-
happier.
Nate always tells me when I'm suggesting something for us to watch, he goes, "Does it have space and lasers?" I'm like, Nate's like, well, then I'm out. Because bless Nate, he watched 16 Candles because I wanted to. That's my birthday. Every year I got to watch 16 Candles. It's my little tradition. And I said, Nate, you got to see this. You've never seen this movie. And I told him, I'm like, it's very much of its time. It hasn't completely aged super well, but it's a good movie. And Nate, bless him, that was like 2 hours of his life he never got back.
Wow. Yeah, it was a tough watch, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. But let's count this down. I'm not sure if we've got anyone interested in this one either, but that's all right.
Okay, we're going to get this on with all good wishes, our beautiful postcard here. And I think that this one, this brooch, is just so elegant to me. It's so Queen's jewel box, it just screams something that you'd be seeing in a museum. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so
Dennis watched 16 Candles last week.
did you, Dennis? Oh, I love it. Okay, here we go. Yes, great soundtrack too. We'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Wait. Al Carver. There's a new Stargate movie coming out.
Oh.
You know that Stargate is my absolute favorite science fiction franchise of all time.
No, this was 48.
Yeah, 48.
This is gorgeous. And Suzette, this would go really, really nicely with your Victorian collection if you're interested, because I think it fits into that vibe. Okay.
Yeah, Larry, I'm going to watch that new Dune.
Oh, I've heard the Dune movies are really good. I've never watched any of the Dune, I have to say. I'm a little bit behind on that.
Kurt Russell in it. What are they digging him up? Or are they doing the enhanced face thing that makes them look younger like they did with
Indiana that was so noticeable. But I love the Indiana Jones movies. They're really good. My friend said she had never seen Dune and she binge watched the movies, and then the new one came out and she just loved them. So I've got to do that. Okay, let's see. This next brooch is 2 inches in size, and it is starting off at $42 in the chat. And guys, this is just stunning. Nate, I don't think I've shown you this one.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's got some wowza factor with those AB stones, the dome. Let's actually measure because I'm very curious. The dome, the dome comes out a whole 1.25 inches. So, it has got some serious dimension to it. I love the pinwheel design with those marquee stones going around the outside and the peachy ABs with those hints of blue. This is a very light, icy gray, which I just think is gorgeous. Yeah. And then the back is just as smooth as you would ever want this to be. And it is, and I'm wearing a seersucker blazer, and this on a seersucker suit really brings out that kind of steel gray, brings out a lot of that blue.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, it is great. This is
Joe, Logan's Run shaped my life. That was on at a very pivotal moment in my life, and I watched Logan's Run. I think it was on YouTube, the whole thing. Incredible, really stunning. This is beautiful, Katie. I'm surprised that you're actually going to part with this one.
I know, Nate. This one was really hard for me to let go because it's just stunning. It's so good. It is. It's like a little rhinestone bonbon. Yeah, I almost want to eat this, because it looks like a cake with a bunch of crystal sugar on top. Yeah, it's just fantastic. This is starting off at $42, and I'm going to find the most perfect postcard for this. Although I have to say, Betty is looking very stylish today with that brooch. But finding the right postcard for this, this might be a little bit of a fun challenge.
If you haven't, Larry, everyone out there, if you haven't seen The Lost Room yet,
oh, we love The Lost Room.
I really recommend that you go and watch the Lost Room.
Okay. I think this will work. This is not just going to work. I think it's going to look great. This is a pinup postcard that Vinny gifted me with the playing cards when I went to visit him. And I love, love, love this one. And I think that she
holds it.
This brooch. You came up with that last time, Nate, and I think this looks great. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. I know. Oh, that penny.
Suzette, horror thriller drama. You asking that about The Lost Room? What is The Lost Room? It's slightly science fiction drama. It's certainly. What do you think, Katie? It's not horror.
No. I how do I describe? So I'm not a big horror fan. I don't watch anything like this, but this is kind of science fiction-y.
The whole premise is that there's this key, and the key, when you put it into any door, takes you to this hotel room, which happens to be in Gallup, New Mexico, and it's science fictiony but without the space, but it's a great watch.
Yeah, and there's all these different things in the hotel room that collectors are looking for because they can do certain things in the space-time continuum.
Yeah, it's really so interesting.
It's really, really interesting. And I loved every minute of it. Okay, I don't see anybody for that brooch, so that is okay. We will bring it back, or it will stay in my collection. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yes. This one is really good. Yeah.
So, is this the Kramer?
Yes, this is the Kramer.
Oh, this is a really, really interesting piece. It's a brooch and pendant. It's got a proper pendant fixture on the back. It's brutalist with this exceptionally interesting colored stone, which is really almost exactly like a mystic topaz.
Oh yeah, it's spectacular.
Just you, Larry, I promise you will not regret watching that series.
And Lost Room is like a mini series, so there's only one season of it, so we binged it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. And again, the foiling on the back is absolutely pristine and perfect. And the rope edging, we thought at one stage we couldn't actually prove it, but Katie knows that there is a Juliana piece that has this exact same stone type, and Juliana did design for Kramer, but I could not find this as one of them. But this is truly stunning. Just Mystic topaz. It's actually a coating. It's a powdered titanium coating that is put on under great heat and pressure, and it turns a stone looking like that, a topaz looking like that.
It's stunning. Now, I did do some research in my Juliana book that I have here, because there's a website that we use that has great information, but sometimes the book has more information than the website, or vice versa. And I did find that Juliana did an entire series of animals. In fact, I have one that's a turtle, that's Juliana, and it has this exact stone. So I know they designed for Kramer. I didn't see this exact brooch in the book, but it matches exactly the animals they did. So with all these things, it's speculation, but I could see where they would definitely have maybe partnered with Kramer for that. I like the brutalist design of this as well, Nate.
Yeah, and it gives some Etruscan vibes to me as well. There's just something Etruscan about it. Can you hold it?
Yes. The start price is $34, Angela.
Can you hold it up as a side to your neck, please?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's quite large. It really does have some.
It is.
So what was the size on the? It was
2 inches in size.
So that is the longest dimension. What, it's 2 by 1.5 or
2 by 2.
The Melanie, the topaz is real. Topaz, 99% of the topaz that they bring out of the ground is white. It's clear, and they used it as a substitute for diamond for a long time. Colored topaz in nature, you get very, very pale blues, very, very pale browns and goldy colors. All of the blue topaz, that's all irradiated. And the Mystic topaz has this titanium powder coating that's basically been sealed onto it. It can last a long time, that coating, but you just need to take a bit of care of it.
Yeah. So I'm going to get this on one of our postcards. It says, "May fortune smile on you today." And this stone is glass. It is not real topaz, just to clarify in case anyone was confused. I don't think that they would be, but just wanted to say. And this is signed Kramer. I showed the mark on the back, and we've got the bail. Just a lot of great design happening here with that beautiful in the middle.
It's a Kramer.
Yeah. And I'll show that mark one more time just so you guys can see if I didn't point it out. It is signed Kramer. Kramer was out of New York. They did some great designs. I believe they started in 1942. And they weren't around a super long time. Nate, I want to say, did they close in the 80s? Am I remembering that correctly about Kramer?
Oh, I really can't remember. I think you're right. It could have been 84. I don't have them all memorized for you, unfortunately. It's a really interesting piece. I find this absolutely fascinating, and again, a great dude brooch.
Yeah. And Kramer is very in the world of brooches sought after. It's up there with your Eisenberg, your Weiss, all of your kind of top tier makers. So let's go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I know, Suzette, I feel like I'm kind of getting back into a whole other world after not feeling super well. So I'm sure I'm a little bit crazy tonight myself.
No, Suzette, I think it was like an Etruscan design. So that was Italy, I think 8th century. It was known as the Etruscan civilization. So that it reminded me of some of their designs.
And Noelle is picking that one up. Congrats, Noelle. That is headed your
Oh,
way.
fantastic. Now, that will not disappoint. You're going to absolutely love it, and it photographs beautifully. So it's going to look fantastic on your Instagram feed.
Yeah, it will. It's going to go great with all of your other spectacular items. Okay, we've just got a couple of pieces left in the sale. And this one I wanted to bring along. Nate and I talk about bringing modern pieces all the time because, of course, our heart is where the vintage is. But some of the modern designs absolutely are just as spectacular, well made, and really beautiful. And I think that this is a piece that is modern. At the very latest, it could be possibly 90s, but I just think it's newer than that. And it is still just stunning. So it is 3.5 inches in size. And this brooch is going to start off at $25. I don't see any markings on this, but it is sturdy. It is incredibly sturdy, and the faux pearls in this are everything with the AB stones. This is a great lapel brooch, great dude brooch as well, I think. Also, for fantastic design. You could do this with a wedding if you know someone that's getting married. Wouldn't this be a beautiful wedding gift? I like the kind of champagne color of those faux pearls. It's just got a lot happening. The silver tone is beautiful with all those AB stones. There's the back. It does have a safety clasp that is very secure, and it measures about 4 inches in size. So it is a really nice large size. I show it here as I would normally with a collar because I think pinned at the collar, it would be really successful as well. But it just really
Oh,
lends
that's
itself
so pretty.
to the lapel, doesn't
It
it?
would be a lovely hairpiece if you had that and up doing a hair. It's so bridal.
So bridal or on a hat. Really, hats are great. Jean jackets are another thing that I mentioned because I love loading brooches up with jean jackets. And my mom sent me a picture, which I will have to find and show to you guys. She was watching ESPN the other night, and there was a lady that had a jacket on, kind of similar to this, of course, in black, and she had it lined. I mean, it was the coolest thing. It was all brooches down this side of the jacket to about here. And then she mimicked that same style of brooches on this side and did it down the bottom half of the blazer on the other side. And oh my gosh, did it look super cool. So,
So we don't know who the maker of this one is, but we think it's probably around the 1990s.
yeah,
It wouldn't be any older than that. Um,
yeah. It
very
is
super feminine and pretty.
super feminine, but I also think guys could rock this on a lapel as
Yeah.
well, because you see so many floral brooches. Wow, I just cannot speak tonight. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards that's over here. Ooh, let's do this one. This is beautiful, this postcard here. And if you hear me ripping something open, I bought all these postcards when I was with Vinny, and a lot of the vendors staple the postcards shut in their little bags. So I'm just pulling them apart. This is from 1913. It says, "To my darling, the sunshine of your smile, it is so fair. For just one glance, all heaven and earth I'd dare." Beautiful little postcard. Love the
Oh,
sentiments on the
get
side.
me nots.
Yeah, little forget me nots.
You're
Okay,
welcome, Suzette. You're quite welcome.
let's go ahead and start the countdown on this gorgeous brooch. Oh my gosh, I love this. So here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mid end, friends. Yeah, this is a whopper of a brooch, and it's amazing.
That's just beautiful.
Yes, it is. Okay.
What does the purple crown mean?
Purple crown. I'm not sure. Purple crown. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm looking to share this photo with you because I think you guys will think this is really cool. Look at this sports reporter. Look how she did the brooches. Can you see?
Next to the next it says next to the people's name. Oh, it's the crown thing that
Oh.
I don't really quite understand it, Suzette, but when people talk, if you talk a certain amount, then the crown goes next to your name, but it doesn't seem to work all the time because I've seen purple. I've seen purple. I've seen people comment a lot and it not change at all. So yeah, it's a bit of a mystery to me too, Heidi.
That is such a mystery. Okay, just one more time. Wanted to show this up close because I don't think I held it. See how she did all of the brooches up top and then all the way down on the jacket lapel. Like what a cool thing. So mom sent that to me and I thought that I would share that with you guys.
Very cool.
Okay. They look like butterfly brooches. My mom grabbed a quick picture from the television as she was watching, so it was a little bit out of focus, but the idea was there. So yeah, I do think that they were butterfly brooches, which is a cool look, and I love that. Okay, let's see here. Yay. We have this brooch. All right. This one is...
Oh, this is one of my very last European ones for the moment.
Starting out at $38, and it measures 3 inches in size. So it is gorgeous. And it is a dangle brooch, which we love.
Yeah, this is obviously Austrian crystals, beautiful saturation on these blue. And again, this lovely combination, this cobalt blue, this sort of almost slatish blue, the clear, different marquees. Although those are so narrow, those marquees, I think that they'd almost be called a navette.
I did not know there was a difference between marquees and navettes, or it just, I guess, is another word for a slender marquee.
It's most people use it as a slender marquee. They're often interchangeable because whether they're chubby or slender seems to be up to an individual interpretation. So I'm not sure.
This movement in this brooch is so beautiful. It's sort of, to me, is akin to a waterfall. And the colors are just everything in this. So it is.
What is it? Yeah, it is. It's like 4:15 on Sunday. It's my Sunday afternoon, Dennis.
All right, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards, and we will start the countdown on this. Yes, halfway around the world. It's crazy to me, Dennis, because I have a Nate clock on my phone, so my lock screen has New Zealand time, and I can see it. And it will be yesterday. It was like midnight, and I looked, and it was 5:00 Nate's time. So or may have been later than that, but still, it was wild to think that somewhere in the world it's only 5:00.
Yeah, sure. We can show you the back of the brooch.
Yes.
Debbie.
Oh, yes, Debbie. I'm sorry I didn't do that. There's the back. It has a perfectly working safety clasp. This is definitely, what would you say, Nate? 40s, 50s?
Yeah, I think it's late 40 to mid 50s. This I got from my European contact. And again, I always look at these and I think the brooches of the same time just have something different going on. There's different design elements, different combinations of colors and shapes of stones.
Yeah.
I don't, Suzette, but next week I'll have another Russian lacquer box and brooch.
All right, let's go ahead and start the countdown. This is starting off at $38 in the chat. So here we are, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, Rosemary, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, my brain. Yes, Rosemary, you did get the previous brooch for $40. So thank you so very much. That's on its way to you. This one is starting off at $38. So again, I'm very sorry, folks. My brain is not functioning at its full capacity.
Yep. Yeah, spring will be here soon. Spring will be here soon, followed by summer for Christmas.
Which is so funny to me that you told me that, oh, you guys have barbecues on the beach for Christmas.
Yep, that's right.
And summer there.
Oh,
Karen. No worries, Karen.
Nice to see you. Lovely to see you both.
Nice to see you too. Okay. I did. Okay. I'm with it. Holy cow. Okay. This next piece, Angela, starts off at $18. And it is for the Sarah Coventry Lotus Flower. Now, I have seen a lot of Sarah Coventry brooches in my existence, but I have never seen this one. And the enamel is just spectacular on this. It is 2 3/4 inches in size. And I love this because it's just such a statement piece. The white really contrasts with that gold. And I think it's just everything. So this is a new one. Usually when you find these enamel flowers, the enamel is chipped on this. And they're worn. And this has no wear at all. And I think on this blue seersucker, it's just a real looker, in my opinion, as some of you guys would say in the chat. And of course, on a hat, oh my, that is quite the brooch. The contrast is awesome. Let's get this on.
Alien. I am Alien. I'm in Auckland.
We'll get this on Betty, so you guys can see. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is just lovely. And you can see how they've done some of the open metal work to allow some of the dimension and the gold to shine through on the outside. It's just fantastic. So $18 start on this guy. And let's see. What would be a good postcard for this? We have a lot of really lovely postcards. The question is, which one? And honestly, I'm almost thinking that this fan postcard that I had at the last one would be perfect for it. So we'll just go ahead and keep it with this guy. And we will, very appropriate for summer, yes. And I've seen a lot of people, I'm sure you guys have, it's not new, but it's clever. They take the flower frogs, the metal flower frogs, which we all know and love, and they stick the flowers in them and kind of make it look like a little flower garden at home. So if you're like me and you do not have a green thumb, but you want some color and intrigue and kind of that element of nature in your home, this would be the perfect thing for you because you wouldn't have to water it and you'd never kill it, which is great because I don't have a green thumb and everything that comes into my house dies. So anyway, we'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I realized I forgot to show the mark, and we all love Sarah Coventry jewelry. They were founded by Lyman K. Stewart, in the 1960s, named after his granddaughter. Okay, let's see who's that's going to. I think Dennis. Yay, Dennis is getting 2 brooches so far tonight. Congrats,
Oh,
Dennis.
yeah. I used to work over in the North Shore for quite a long time in Devonport. Interesting area. I'm sorry about your mum.
All right, Dennis, that is headed to you. All right, we've just got one piece left each, and then we'll do a little quick recap for you guys, and then we will do our final giveaway. So, let's see. This next lot is starting off at $25, and I went ahead and packaged these up into little convenient cards for you.
Oh, great.
So that we can show all of these. So they're going to be on a black card, which I got. Let me open these up for you guys. And this is a whole little fun vintage collection. Not vintage, but collection of great items.
Yeah, there are some vintage, some modern earrings. It's a lot of 4 clear rhinestone pairs of earrings, which makes them about, I think, $6.25, $6.25 each. And I thought, it might be nice just to have, have them in your purse, be able to change your earrings out for something a little bit dressier if you wanted to go out after work or something. And this lot has 4 of them for $25.
And you get a lot of little fun options here as well. They're all different sort of rhinestone designs. They are all post back, and so they're ready to wear. And like Nate said, I think it's always nice to have a couple of pairs of earrings, or my mom keeps shoes in her car so that if she needs to go out somewhere after work, she can change quickly and totally create a different outfit. I love the length of these earrings, and of course, anything that has some dangle effect, I am totally all in. So these are my favorite with the marquee stones. I think the light really catches the facets.
I almost look like little bees.
Yeah, they do. So you're going to get all of these fun pairs of earrings, just a little neat fashion thing all together for one money. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid.
There's a mixture of modern and vintage costume.
Yeah, I do believe that these are vintage costume earrings, and then I think you've got a little bit more modern with these, like maybe 80s, 90s, and then you get some even more modern, like 2000s maybe with these. So it's definitely a mix.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. You put a pair of earrings in your handbag, have a change.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've got any takers for those either, which is okay.
Yep. So we will bring these back another time. And let's see. We'll move on to my last piece. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. I didn't mean to mispronounce your name. The light is so bright sometimes when I'm looking on the computer. It's a lot. I am doing much better. I tell you, I was just not feeling well after I got back from my concert, but I am doing well now, so I am glad I've got the energy back. Okay, let's see. This next brooch is starting off at just $12. This is sort of my gift to you for the sale. Low start on this guy because it does have a little bit of wear. But when I unboxed this from the estate sale I got this from, I was reminded at just how pretty and delicate and floral and lovely this piece was. So it's a sweet little floral brooch. It does have some chipping on the enamel, but these are solid milk glass, which is what I really liked about it. and it does have a little bit of wear here on the back. So it's not completely blemish free, but as Nate says, it has a lot of life left in it. And I think that the design of this is so delicate and so lovely and just springy on a little lapel, cheery and fun. And for $12, in my mind, you can't miss. And I love the little flower petals on the end as well. This would be a great brooch too if you're like my mom and you find things that have a little bit of wear and you turn them into beautiful creations. This would be a great brooch, but I just felt that it needed to be rescued because I don't want to leave anything behind that has a lot of life. So that is how I felt about this little springy brooch. And I have a great postcard for this. This is an Easter postcard, and I know we're not in Easter right now. We're moving more into fall time, but I think the blues and the egg and everything about this are just sort of perfect for this. So we will go ahead and start the countdown on this. Look how lovely this little gold tone brooch is. If I didn't measure it, it is about 2.5 inches, so it's not a super small size. And this would be great on a lapel jacket. I just love the way brooches anchor a whole outfit. And this would be one to do that with. So let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. This is great too for a hat. I'm always thinking hat because I love hat brooches. But let's see. Then it says, I'm fascinated with brooches. I don't really collect anything, but I've been gravitating to brooches for some reason. I think it's Katie's fault for my new obsession. Dennis, I think there's something so lovely about them because they're so interesting and sparkly. And as someone else commented, they are true works of art. So you're almost preserving art and design in its own way. And I think they're lovely. Plus, they're practical too because you can actually wear them or design with them, pin them on the things around your home. So brooches are kind of great, and they're small.
They're small.
Yeah, you can get endless amounts, which is great as a collector for me. Let's see. I think Rachel's picking up that one. Rachel, I am so thrilled that you saw the beauty in that one too, and I'm really thrilled that you rescued it. So thank you, Rachel, for grabbing that guy because I really just adore him.
April, if you want to send Katie or me a message with a photo on Instagram, if you have that, or to Katie's email address, we can have a look at any piece that you have and give a good guess if we think it's milk glass.
Absolutely, April. And also holding anything to your face. I often do this with rhinestones. I know it's kind of sounds hooey or wacky, but if you hold anything to your face, if it's cold to the touch, sometimes I find if you do it in your hands heat things up. So it's not a super good test, but do it to your face. If it's cold, it's most likely some type of a glass.
I find that a gentle tap onto the front tooth will often tell me if it's glass. Glass and plastic feels different to me on the enamel, so I'll often do that as a test. Yeah. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
You're welcome, Dennis. I'm so glad. Okay, so we've got one brooch available. Well, several available if you're interested. But this is my last brooch that's available this evening. This is 1 3/4 inches in size. And this is starting at $45, and it is for this gorgeous AB dome.
That is stunning. That's
I'm surprised this one wasn't claimed, but it is still available. So if you're interested, it's your lucky day. This guy is here, and he is fantastically beautiful. So ready to wear. All right, so we've got that guy still available tonight, and I never where I put these bags. Okay. We also have some other stunners. If you were thinking about hold it
sideways. I think Suzette wants to see how
sure.
This is one that's over an inch.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it on my lapel back here so you can see. And then I'll hold it this way again. Oh, sideways. Yeah, you want to see the dimension. So it's about 1¼ inches sticking out of dimension. So yeah, the dome is doming. As
Crazy.
Gen Z would say. It's really got some crazy dimension because you can well, let me see how I can show that to you. Can you see? Like it sticks out.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. And there's the back, just as shiny as ever. Okay, yes, it is late here in the East Coast, but I am a late night person, so this works out really well for me. Okay, our next piece is $46, and this brooch does glow. It's marked made in Austria, and it is beautiful.
I think they've got 45 from Dennis for that one. Nice pickup, Dennis.
Nice grab, Dennis. You're going to adore that because it is just wild. It is in the best way. It's beautiful. Okay, this one is 46. It is marked made in Austria, and it does glow. So you got some glowing happening on the green. And it is marked made in Austria. It has just a little wear to the foil, but overall it's in great shape. And so we've got that one still available. We have this beautiful, almost Art Deco designed piece with a little bit of vintage wear.
Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie's coming from Denver.
I'm from Denver. Love to you. Mom found some great pieces today at the antique mall, and I just can't wait to share them with you all because they are beautiful. This one is $38.
Oh, these stones, the color of those stones is insane.
There's a little wear to the rhinestones on the outside going around, but just gorgeous. So there's that one available if anyone is interested. And then we have this red stunner, and oh my gosh, this thing is just so Hollywood glam. It seems to me like something that you would see locked up in a vault in a museum somewhere. All glass.
Okay. There's a 38 from Suzette Bunting, which is for the
aqua.
That's a lot. You're gonna love that one. That color of those stones is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Suzette. You are absolutely going to love that one. Oh, April, 46 for the green one.
Okay, April, you got that one.
I've got you, April. Thank you so much. That I was a bit surprised that didn't sell. That's beautiful. You're going to love the saturation of that green when you see it.
Yeah, you are. This one measures 2 inches in size, and it is $48 if anyone is interested in this. It has a little bit of vintage wear, but gosh, I tell you what, this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I will show you the back on this piece as well. Okay, so we've got those. And let's see, I think, and this one as well, which is also available. This one is $38.
Again, this is the near last of the European pieces. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get more of this quality.
Yeah. So that is 38.
If anyone's interested.
And if you are watching on the replay and you see something that you just love and you have to have, please do email us to check if it is available. Yes, I can show the middle stone of the red brooch, Suzette. That is no problem at all. Happy to do that. And it's all glass. This one is solid.
Okay, there's Robin has put in a 38. And I think that's for the blue
Blue.
European brooch. Oh, fantastic. That's a great price. You are going to love that one. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you so much, Robin. Yeah, that one is beautiful. Okay, so the red one is 48 glass center stone. Show that again. And it is fantastically beautiful. Well, yeah, the red one is when Nate got this in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just I was I was like, where in the world did you find this?
And again, that saturation of red is just incredible.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I love that. Okay, so that is our bling party tonight. But we do have a giveaway, so stay around for that. Nate can explain how you're going to win. We have mystery giveaways tonight, so you don't know what you're going to get, but it's just our thank you for hanging out with us. We know this was a late sale, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Try to run a little bit less than that, but Nate and I are both chatty, and me in particular, very chatty, and catching up with being away for a little while. So glad you guys could hang out with us tonight.
We got Robin for the blue swaying one. I understand. I wished I lived closer to. I get so envious when people get to meet up because you're just a state away. I get really envious. So I wish I could meet up with everyone too.
Yeah, I know.
You're welcome, April. I'm sure you'll love it.
I would love to be able to get this group together and have a real life bling party, where we go out together and do things. And I don't know how to make that happen being in so many different states, but it's fun to me that we can all come together virtually and kind of do that anyway on a Friday night. Yes, the ruby red is still available, Dennis. If you're interested, it's $48. It's a real stunner.
Thanks, Kim.
Suzette, the red brooch is.
So if Suzette or Dennis, the first one who wants to put 48 in, if you want it, that is.
Yep. The red brooch is available. I know. It's so beautiful. Okay.
Can you show it one more time for Dennis?
Dennis, if you're interested. Yep. Red brooch, just gorgeous. This would be one of the ones I'd be going for at an antique mall if I if I saw it, for sure. Oh, I love that, man. It's so good. I know, that's what I keep thinking. It looks like old Hollywood. Dennis, yay! I'm so glad, Dennis. She's a beauty. Yeah.
Thanks, Dennis. Dennis. Sorry, Suzette. Thumb fight for it. They're fantastic. I'm sure you'll love it. It is a beautiful piece, and those red brooches are so difficult to find.
Yeah, it is. I'm so sorry, Suzette, but we will look for other red brooches and definitely bring them in the future. Okay, let's do our last giveaway.
Okay, you do not need to have purchased anything to enter the giveaway. It's our gift to you. Thank you so much, everyone who have come along back to us after our absence for a couple of weeks. We're so pleased to see you all. The number range, it's not letters, Suzette, it's a number range. Enter as many times as you like, but one number at a time. The number range is between 60 and 90. That's 60 and 90. Good luck.
Let's see here. Why is my chat jumping? I'm having the worst luck with chat jumping.
Yeah, Heidi, there will be another Russian lacquer brooch and box combo, and hopefully I will have the deciphering of the fairy tale by that, but there will be one next week. Okay, have you seen it?
Yep, I've seen it.
Okay, I haven't. Okay, I'll just send you a message who I think it is.
Yeah, let me know. I confirmed with my chat because everything's jumping. Yes, that's who I see too.
The number was 62. April Butler. Congratulations, April.
April, congratulations. That is headed your way. You're going to adore that mystery item when you get it in person. And I know we did make that guess hard. We're trying to prove that this is not rigged, and
Yeah.
we're
It's,
not
it's not
giving
that much more. I mean, there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and I do a run of 30. So
Yeah, that's
it
true.
shouldn't be too much harder. But thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for joining us in the giveaway and the sale. We have Marjorie Rodriguez. Hello. It's so nice to be back. It really is. I've missed everybody.
Yeah, I've missed everybody too, and our little late night family. It is just so wonderful to be with you all and hang out and have our little bling party. We will be back next Saturday as normal at 10 o'clock. You can look for all of my Instagram posts on that on Instagram at vintage_and_vinyl. And you'll also see that also on my community tab here as well. Thank you guys for being with us again this evening, and to all of our lurkers, thank you, and to our spectacular moderators, Karen and Angela. I know sometimes at the end we forget to mention you guys, but really, truly, you are the rock stars of our show. So thank you so much. And Nate, I couldn't do this without you either.
Oh, it's so my pleasure. You do all of the heavy lifting, and I just sit back and I'm vaguely ornamental, even though no one sees me. So all the thanks to you, and thanks everyone for sticking with us. We really appreciate you.
Oh, we appreciate it. And as always, folks, I hope that you will save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. Good night, everybody.
Toodaloo, kangaroos.